made it. Hope the others didn't scare you. Now hold still. This is going to be a bit uncomfortable at first and, well, a lot during. Hey everyone, Kappaman here, and welcome to Season 2 of Yokai Tales. Let me tell you, it's good to be back. So, what have I been up to since last season? Well, just trying to fix this old place up, really. I was lucky to find it. Apparently, it's from the Taisho period, which was between 1912 to 1926, so it's got some history. And if that wasn't enough, it's full of fellow yokai. I haven't met them all yet, but because it's so old and it's been abandoned for so long, I was able to get a really good deal on it. Having this many roommates, that has its ups and downs. But hey, it's better than living in the back of my car. On top of all this though, I figured out how to change this VHS camcorder's aspect ratio, so we're back to glorious widescreen. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get on to today's yokai, because this house has inspired me. You see, while cleaning up and redecorating, namely making space in the fridge for beer, and removing a bunch of stuff that no one could ever care for anymore, I discovered that my room isn't completely empty. No, it's actually home to to this. This is a Mokumokuren. I hope you don't watch me change each day. You do, don't you? Do you like what you see? Anyways, this is today's yokai, so let's get to it.
Show me the way. We're in this life paradise, waiting for you. All in the world they play to us. Daddy snow on the floor. The FBI feel cool. We cannot be boys and girls. Have someone with us. We'll be keeping alive, and the secret so far that then it will carry on. What a paradise! Tell me why. Don't want to let you know. Having the one you see, every speaking story is a song. Show me the way. We're in this.
Yet another in the growing list of Tsukumogami we've covered here on the show, the Mokumokuren's name translates to something along the lines of multiple eyes. This is because it traditionally fills in each panel on a shoji, the Japanese paper doors you see in most old homes. As these age and become ripped due to their frailty, as per the Tsukumogami tradition, they gain a life of their own and grow eyes in each panel that has not been torn out. Often these eyes will remain closed until night, leading to regular people believing the space is creature-free. That is, until they settle in for the night and awake to find themselves surrounded by dozens of silent eyes. Isn't that right? Yeah. Now, this is how they're mostly depicted, but actually there have been cases of the Mokumokuren also appearing in old worn tatami mats on the floor, ready to look up your yukata. The Mokumokuren is mostly harmless, if not a little perverted, and even easy enough to remove. There's an annual activity in most homes that still use paper doors, where they'll take down any of the screens that have holes in them, strip off the old paper, and replace it with fresh new washi panels. This essentially exorcises the Mokumokuren, as it only wants to live in old worn walls. There are some stories of the Mokumokuren, like the one of the traveling merchant. As he was traveling in search of places to sell his wares, night fell upon the unfamiliar town he had found himself in. Needing a place to stay, the merchant thought himself clever by finding an old abandoned house to stay in, rather than paying the cost of an inn. All seemed well and he was fast asleep, but something caused him to stir in the middle of the night. This was when he awoke to find the room was alive with eyes, as all the shoji stared down at him. Not one to miss an opportunity, instead of fleeing for his life, the merchant collected the eyes from the screen and later sold them to a nearby eye doctor. I like a man who can see the opportunity in anything, but don't let this story fool you. The Mokumokuren aren't completely innocent, as this next story shows. This one involves another traveler, who apparently was fully aware that a Mokumokuren shared the same abode, but he wasn't going to let that get the best of him. So instead of fleeing in terror, he tightly wrapped a blanket over his eyes and went to sleep, ignoring the wall peering down. However, when he awoke the next morning and removed the blanket, to his horror, he discovered that his eyes were now missing, most likely added to the wall before him. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? No, I pay rent. Now, it's been said that the Mokumokuren is a creation of Toriyama Sekian, the legendary yokai author. That may be, but as you can see, they've become more than just myth. Well, that's it for this episode. I have to say it feels good to get back into the swing of things. So look forward to the next episode when I take on, by request, the lovable giant ogre demons themselves, the Oni. See you then. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a yokai you'd like to see me cover on the show, please let me know in a comment below or any of the various places around the web linked in the description. See you next time.